the ground where the future was born. This here is Anvil and this is our home. Each song that we sing and each story we tell, each hero we name and each life that we sell, each breath and each beat of your heart is a beat of the drum. Give me drink in my cup and friends who will share it, song on my lips and ears that'll hear it, fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. Before 10 in the morning, we're barely alive. We're like ghosts, we're like spirits, and then coffee arrives. Then heroes awaken and stand by your side. Now gather your courage and sing out your pride. But the storm will not break us, although it may try. The sun may be down and may bake the world dry, but we stand by our neighbours and raise them up tall. Gather your voices and scream out the call. For you are my empire and you are my hall. For you I would fight and for you I would fall. For you are the beat of my heart and the heart of my song. Give me drink in my cup and friends who will share it, song on my lips and ears that'll hear it, fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. So fill up your tankards and fill up your lungs. Leave no words unspoken and no song unsung. Make noise for your heroes, your kith and your kin. Sing out their names and the pride that they bring. Together we stand and divided we fall. And the future we write will be shaped by us all. For we are the singers and
That's Helen's support. That is. Oh, good. It's the Durex advert one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to stream 100.
100.
100.
You did it, Steve.
Well, I'm amazed. The police haven't been round. Twitch haven't cut me off, and yeah, basically, it's we're here, and it's amazing. So, funny thing being. 50 video, my 50th video, you were on that as well.
Was I?
Yeah, you're on my 50th, and now you're on my 100th. That
Here
one.
for your milestones, bud.
That's yeah. So we would have had Smith as well, but girlfriend's birthday that he forgot.
There's no excuse.
No, I mean,
Pride one, 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 pride one.
Donate bits, and it reads out it, and it's just one pride, one pride, one pride, one pride, one pride, one pride constantly.
Maybe set a limit, you know.
Yeah.
Set a threshold.
So yes, but still, we're all here. I think everyone's here for the tent giveaway, and that. So I might have to up that a bit. But yeah, it's things have really gone well. How are you doing anyway? How are you coping with everything? How are you coping without a hairdresser?
Yeah, well, clearly not very well. Just letting it turn into a thick mane that should protect me from the outdoors, right? I'm hoping eventually I can get it to the length where it can become an organic mask and just wrap all the way around. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Can you get
it around at all? Can you pull it around at all? Or... Oh, we're almost
pretty
there.
Close, actually. I can definitely cover the nose, which is the important bit, and I can just keep my mouth shut. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I get to live the luxury of home life and work from home, stream from home, like you do. Big
Yes.
inspiration, by the way. That's why I got into streaming, is through Hefty Yeti. So I couldn't do it without you, bud.
See, this was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Actually, was what was your inspiration? What got you into wanting to do YouTube and streaming and all of that?
The fame, the drugs, and the money. I think
Yeah,
these three pillars that keep me going. Ultimately,
the same. Jesus,
yeah.
That's all
I
I'm
mean,
after.
it's the life for us, really. I don't know. Live streaming is just one of those things at the time when we were doing YouTube was like, oh, look, a cool new platform that everyone seems to like and enjoy.
Mm.
Though, arguably, we were doing the streaming thing kind of at the same time as we started to do the YouTube thing. There was this site called, when Twitch was just in TV and you had livestream.com. We did a stream of our like behind the scenes of one of our videos, like the first ever video that went up on our channel. And we were streaming back then. So you could say that we're the hipsters of streaming. We did it before it was cool. I don't know. I think it's just the interaction, right? Just that immediacy, that direct connection that appeals to me with streaming, and also the fact that you can just kind of turn it on and not worry about editing or that sort of stuff. Or because I get really stuck in the details of editing, it can take me hours and hours to do something that no one gives a shit about at all. Whereas with streaming, people kind of like it more if it's more organic and a bit tech issue-y, which you do really well. I mean, I don't know how you do tech issues so organically. You make it seem like they're genuine.
It's a hobby.
You're right. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing I could say that is literally a hobby. I'm the master of fuck up when it when it comes to starting these up. I think I did. I had a look. I was in
Stream 100 love to the fam.
It's I was in chat the other day and I looked at my very first video that I ever did.
Yeah.
And
horrible, right?
Awful.
To look back.
Oh my god. Yeah. Awful. It was you were there. You watched for like I think you watched like 10 15 minutes. I think that's all anyone could cope with. It was I think I'm like this big, tucked away into the top corner up here in a massive image of trees. There's no chat, nothing like that, and the sound quality was awful. It was bad.
Well, again, I think that's the fun of it is the people that have watched you since those early days get to see the cogs churning in Steve's mind. There's not many cogs in there, but there's a few cogs churning away, growing and learning and getting better every stream. And I think people like that, seeing the improvements over time and seeing the reward of like, wow, we're all contributing to Steve's livelihood right now. And I think that's, nice. It's a nice thing.
It is a weird thing.
Here you are 100 episodes later with a 4-meter bell tent to give away. So
yeah. And I learned from the last giveaway I did with when Smith was on. And oh my god, that was hilarious. We got to like 20 past 8 and he was just like, I'm really sorry, but my takeaways just turned up. And like,
nice.
Oh, see you later. So he had to go. But I think I've got 30 something people in this. I've got that wheel going. I think it was a wheel that your professional editor Craig used when he did a quiz for you. It was all very much it's just been really, really nice to see a community grow and stuff like that. So I mean, I suppose it's not on the level of Hat Films because you've been going for so long and you've got your massive community. And I mean,
you're suggesting we're old. They're old hat and we're past it. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Well, I wasn't going to beat around the bush. But
you guys have been doing this way too long. You guys need to fucking stop.
I wonder if they do like an old folks home for Twitch people, or for YouTubers.
I want to know. I've been thinking about this of like all these content creators what they're going to be like when they're old. Are they just all going to be kind of land gaming in an OAP home, or like, is it going to be like the Matrix, where we're all just like sat uh, completely lifeless with a VR headset on, just pretending to be young again and trying to do content?
Wow, yeah. And Alfie's just said, Hat Films is honestly part of my childhood, if that doesn't make you feel old. You're like the
I don't need
Golden
to know
Girls.
I don't need to know that.
No.
Can you ban that whole term?
But yeah, I mean, you'll get the likes of like PewDiePie will sit there and be, "What's up, bros?" and stuff like that as normal, but he'll say that to everybody like he's got something wrong with him. And you'll get Logan Paul walking around picking a fight with everyone like the cunt he is, and and stuff. So it's and apparently I'm Blanche from the Golden Girls.
I've not seen it.
No, neither have I.
I'm gonna say yes.
We'll go with it.
I agree. With that one. Completely.
So we've got one of the things that I'm liking about doing this is because do you feel like you give back to your community, or is it just a blessing that they get to look at your faces?
We don't give back enough compared to people like yourself. It's almost shameful, actually, how little we do. But yeah, it's nice. You fostered something very different, I think, here. Whereas with Hat Films, it's kind of like I don't know, it's a different beast. Kind of, we just turn on, switch on, and people seem to enjoy that. And giveaways usually happen because a brand has told us to, rather than that would be really good for our audience to like. Let's just band together and get this thing for them. No, we actually treat them like total dog shit, and it's like, is the stream not enough?
Well, that's it. That's it. It's you play games with them like the olden days, like Battlefield and Battlefront and stuff like that, and you did that. And
yeah, if we've got like servers and stuff, definitely we need to fill numbers. Happy to open it up. But yeah, beyond that, no 4-meter bell tents. No.
Well, you get the t-shirts and you get the stuff like that.
I have to buy those.
Yes, you do have to buy those. It's I had a look at Redbubble, I have to admit, and I don't think it's that great, but yeah, it's nice to be able to do stuff like this because I like talking to them. Now I LARP with them. We LARP with them all and stuff.
You've got a heavy focus on LARP, right? And the LARP community is kind of something else. It's very, very tight. Everyone's very supportive of each other, and I think that really helps you, and you helping them is just a natural cycle of the really nice LARP ecosphere, I'd say. Would you agree? Like everyone kind of, if they had the platform like you do to do the same thing, I think a lot of people would also in the LARP community be as generous and nice.
I like to foster something positive. I think it's nice to have a positive flow going and stuff like that.
Which is crazy considering how different you are off camera.
I know.
And how terrifying you are as a person.
I can't let the hatred flow when I'm on stream. It's a different thing. I mean, I have to. It's like Helen is currently tied up. The threats have been there. She has.
Whatever
to
you
say
guys are
nice
into,
things.
I don't need to know about. As long as it's consensual, I'm fine.
Yeah, but you'll get the photos later. It's fine. Jesus,
I still have the OnlyFans subscription. Perfect.
Well, yeah, that's become a running joke as well. I'm going to get an OnlyFans going with showing off my knees.
Amazing.
Very niche market. Very, very
was that
niche.
A joke? Was that an intended pun?
Yes. Fucking
niche.
Oh my God.
You didn't get that?
Yes, I got that. Jesus.
Okay, good. I was about to say. Hidden gem in there.
Yeah.
Only fans. That's amazing.
Only fans. Yes.
Nice.
But, this is really, really good, and it's nice to get everything going. We've got quite a few people who like watch you as well, and they've come across and they've seen. And they say this is what they're doing and stuff like that. And it's really nice to have areas that are linked. Because I think on my Lord Matt's, there's a tent giveaway. I came for the knee content. Excellent. So
That's what we're here for, Steve. Get them out.
They're always out there. I have to go back a bit.
Whoa, put it behind a paywall. Put it behind a paywall. You can earn good money off them.
Wow. They generally have to pay people. So, but yeah, this has all been going on. We've all been free content. We've all been very much missing the field and stuff like that, and missing people.
Yeah. Have you felt, though,
you woo those
slow
knees blushes
adaptation to just living like this? I feel like I've slowly become a snail, right? Where this is getting cozy now, and the idea of going back outside is more anxiety-inducing than just staying in my little bubble, fostering my little Discord community and friends in the evenings, which have become a nice routine. You know, playing games in the evening, and the idea of going outside is now like almost going over the front lines in a minefield. Well, it's not like that at all, but obviously I've never done it, so I have no context. I've seen movies though, so I think I know. But yeah, it's kind of like that's terrifying out there, and it's getting more terrifying because I'm spending more time in here thinking about how bad it is. Like the beast is getting bigger, so.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be interesting when I'm vaccinated, and when it's like, no, you're fine now. You can go outside. There's no risk. Well, there's very little risk. There's no excuse now. You have to go outside. You have to see the sun. I'm going to be like, but I like it here now. In a way, in a weird way, it's going to be nice to do the sun things. You know, like social meetups and barbecues and seeing friends again.
Oh god, yeah.
And obviously LARP. But there's an element, and I think if we're going to take anything positive away from lockdown, it's like, I think I've fostered new friendships that I wouldn't have before because I've been forced to. That makes, not forced to, but like, people have been forced to hang out with me.
Coerced.
Yeah.
Coerced into. I mean, let's face it, we wouldn't talk outside of a field. It's just...
I mean, yeah,
You're now here.
You know this for sure. I am the worst person when it comes to replying to texts or messages like that. It's so bad. I'm really bad. My mum hates it. Everyone close to me hates it. I apologize.
I had
a
a conversation with a mutual friend, and she turned around to me and said, and she goes, I need to vent at you quickly. But she goes, why the fuck doesn't anyone from Bristol ever reply? It was just a reply with, yeah. I was like, I know, right?
I was I reopened Facebook Messenger for the first time in like a year, maybe like half a year actually, because I just deleted it because I just don't like Facebook that much.
No.
And it's like no one messages me on there, and I open it up and I get a message from someone that will not be named. It's like, I need some help. Please tell me what you're getting Helen for Christmas. I need to know so that we don't get the same thing. I'm like, ooh.
It was exactly the same person I had a chat with, I think.
Maybe it's about the same thing.
Probably
it's
was.
Like, why don't they respond? I need to know what to get Helen for Christmas.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Oh yeah. I just didn't have the app. I deleted it. So
yeah, I hate Facebook. Facebook is full of depression, anxiety, and it's not a great place. It fuels.
Well,
I think it fuels the fear.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, it's algorithmically driven to polarize you, but also feed you stuff that it thinks you're interested in, and if you just go off on a weird tangent once, suddenly you're getting a whole trove of stuff and vitriol that you never wanted. Not to mention just seeing people that you follow that aren't so tech savvy getting wrapped up in some random imagery and stuff like that has strange messaging on it, and it's like, you do realize what you just reposted on your timeline is some radical extremism. If you go to the fan page of that thing, it's actually connected to really horrible people, and you've done no research there to like, you just reposted a thing without thinking about it. So yeah,
there's been a great.
I tend to avoid it.
definitely. I'm not a fan of it. I rarely go on it. There's a great comment there. So I miss when Facebook had games like Nightclub City and Farmville before it was money fueled.
Farmville, oh my god.
Yeah, and stuff like what was it, Jewel Quest, I think, and that
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Or is that
was
an
it?
app?
Yeah, no, it was on. That was a Facebook thing. It was all. Yeah, that was the only reason I had Facebook for a long, long time, and now it's just, nah, don't like it. You go onto it, and all it's bitching, moaning, complaining.
Yeah,
this is wrong with the world, and I'm just like, oh, so depressing.
That's the thing. I think you just see ultimately what it takes to post something. For most people, I'd say, is a level of emotion, right? In order to feel worthwhile posting anything, you have to be fueled in some way to want to get open like your app or whatever, and the world needs to know this, right? So either it's going to be a really polarizing opinion about something or a really emotional one, usually, because it's like, well, I wouldn't usually tweet about like I just watched my dog take a shit and then I picked it up with my, some people do, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the stuff that you end up seeing is stuff that has driven people to post it in the first place.
Yeah,
so no wonder you're going to see really extreme emotional stuff or depressing or anxiety inducing stuff. That's because people are feeling that way and compelled to post about it.
It's like it's why I like Twitter more than Facebook. Twitter, you can, if you just unfollow someone and it's like, oh, I'm not seeing that stuff anymore, and it's like that's quite nice.
It's done. Yeah.
But you get to see all the nice random bits and stuff like that, and people send you things and just say, oh, look at this, this is funny, and stuff like that, and it's quite nice. I mean, my Twitter feed is primarily just, have you seen this LARP before? Do you know what this LARP weapon is? And all of that sort of stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I found out about there's a LARP in Sweden that I have to go to. It's 5 days in a Viking village, an actual living history Viking village. It's huge. You can ride horses if you want to. It's amazing. It looks incredible.
That's what I want LARP to be. That's like the end game of LARP, right? Just a full living village.
I'll chuck you the link for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mochi.
Please do.
Yeah, it looks incredible. It really does look amazing, and I need it in my life. I think it's like €200 for the event.
Bad.
For the event, but it looks incredible, and it's a limited number as well. So
not at all.
It's it definitely looks fantastic, and I definitely need to go to it. But there's so many like that out there, well, in mainland Europe and stuff. Anyway, in Scandinavia as well.
I love it. I love how seriously they take it to the point where they will literally create a village.
There's a disclaimer on the website as well, which is great. It's we take this seriously. If you want to play this role, so you want to be a jarl of some clan over there, or there, you want to do this. You just go off and you do that, and you'll find you'll have these conversations. You can argue. You can play a Huskarl, so you can have a few fights with people. You can play a serf if you want to. So the lowest of the low. And they just said, please be aware that this is LARP on hard mode. You are going to get abuse. You're going to get pushed around. You're going to get shouted. You're going to get all of this sort of stuff. They said it is not for the faint heart. Yeah, please don't do this if you don't want to do it properly. And it's incredible.
They say it up front. I respect that.
Yeah.
If it comes with a disclaimer, that's good.
So yeah, a Stringer Designs finally can live my dreams of serfdom. Sounds hardcore. Look, it's really good. It looks really, really cool. So, but yeah, I'll find the link again and I'll chuck it your way, because it could be, it could make for an interesting video for Hat Films to go. Because to be honest, I'd love to see Ross, who has no interest. And every time LARPs come up, he's just gone, what?
That's what makes the video. It's not two guys that love it. It's the one guy that feels out of place.
Massively.
That's what makes a Hat Films video.
It was your was it Armour 3, the thing that Craig made?
Yeah.
And you get Ross in the background going, we're LARPing. Do you know what LARP is? Live action roleplay. and it's that
Yeah.
part of it. It's really good, and I would love to see what his reaction would be and his take would be for it as well.
The thing is, he'd try, but it would be hilarious to see him not get it and then just have his usual expressions of like, I'm not comfortable here, but I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. So I mean, if I thought he'd come along to Empire, I would pay for his ticket to go to Empire.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because I think LARP is one of those things that a lot of people should experience once in their life, especially a fest thing like Empire is, because it's so
You got to do the
unique.
weekend, right?
Sorry.
You got to do the weekend for the full experience. I
Yeah.
think you can't just do it one day and leave before it gets dark. When it gets
No.
dark is when it gets good.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, we know that more than most. It's it's like I've been chatting to Casual as well.
Oh, nice.
And because I've said to him that I'll because he really wants to come over to Empire.
That would be
And-
awesome.
And I've said to him, if he pays for his ticket and stuff like that, I know that I can sort out armor, tent, weapons, stuff like that for him, and a full kit for him. So
Awesome.
So I've offered him that, and he seems pretty interested and stuff. So we might
Yeah,
actually
I'd love to have Casual there. That'd be great.
Yeah, he's such a softly spoken bloke.
I know.
He really is. Nice guy.
I'd love to see him play an absolute draconian character, though, that's just aggressive and shouty, but with his Swedish accent would just really be the icing on the cake as well. It's like, wow, this guy's accent's really good.
Yeah.
Like, he's really pulling off this whole Jarl thing amazingly well.
Yes. Yeah, I think it would be great to see him do that, and then people I want to see someone come along going, is that your real accent? Or something like that to him. It would
Really
be
good. Where are you from?
Yeah. That would be hilarious to see. But I'd love to see that sort of thing. But it's like I'd love to see Ross turn up and just sit there.
Yeah.
And just be like,
just have a shot of him, like The Office, where you slowly zoom on the guy that's just sat surrounded by LARP, and he feels really out of place, and you just get that awkward glance to camera. That would be the shot. I'd love to see that.
That would be great. Well, tell him that then. That if he agrees to come, I will buy him his ticket. There you go.
Right.
That's the thing. I will buy Ross his ticket for Empire if he chooses to come along.
Okay. All right.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
First video we do when we go back to normality is that.
Oh my god.
Although, to be fair, is there any news on Empire and like any plans, or are they just kind of keeping it?
Well, E1's been cancelled.
Yeah.
We've got E2, debatable, but we're probably. I'm hoping, being positive, E3, E4. Probably be allowed to get some player events in, so smaller meetups.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
And I'm looking at the Hefty Fam. We are getting a meetup going anyway, so we're going to meet up somewhere, hopefully at Dadford itself, to go do some camping and just so we can all be around
as close as we can.
pretty much, yeah. So, but I mean, I've got the I'm doing. Have you seen the original Empire trailer?
No, I don't think so.
It's quite good. It's very. Unfortunately, you can see a lot of weapons bending in it. But I've been given permission to remake the Empire trailer.
Who gave you that permission?
Matt Pennington did.
Matt, you've made a terrible mistake.
I know, right? But I've got we got a lot of professionals in here. We got like proper cameras, sound equipment, and people who work on it all, and they all LARP, and they've all come together to give me a hand doing it.
I'm at peace now. This is fine. Now that you've got people that know what they're doing on board as well.
Yeah, because I mean, I've written the script. Andy Ruddick's Pud's gonna be in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you want to know how I pitched it to people?
Andrew Roddick's gonna be in it.
Unfortunately, well, yeah, that I can see why that would sell it to most people. It was sold on the opening script. Have you seen Evil Dead? Any of the Evil Dead films? So you know the Sam Raimi film work camera work at the beginning, low to the ground and going shh.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna start.
Wow. Okay, you're going full Sam Raimi. Okay.
Then it's gonna move into the rooster from this Disney.
Okay.
So him singing. So it's literally going to be all of the nations. It's just going to be Pud stood there in the middle of the screen, going right, and then just singing about Empire. He's writing a song. He's writing the music for it.
That could be really good. Thinking about it, that could be a real nice. Yeah. I think that could work. And then you can do some nice. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm visualizing it.
Literally start in the woods. So the Navarre woods at the top, and then just go all the way through doing the turny, twisty things, and then you get to his feet. You'll come up, pan up. You'll have a little smile, wink at the camera, and then start singing as it goes through. And then you get all the nations around, sort of doing their thing, getting ready for a fight, and it just goes through the entire field. And then it'll end
like
up
a montage, like cutaways to people donning their armor and things like that.
Exactly. So
dancing. Cool. That actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I know. I'm impressed as well. It's I wasn't expecting it, but it's amazing, and I'm so pleased that it's sort of come about. And Matt, I wasn't expecting Matt P to go, yeah, that's great, do it. When am I planning the giveaway?
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes. Thanks for the follow there, Lola Bunny. 10-15 minutes, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't planning on I wasn't expecting to actually be allowed to do it. I thought he'd say no, it's fine. So, but yeah, he did, and I've got a few people like sorted for cast already. So, the Navarre is the one that I'm absolutely loving. So my friend Justin, really big Justin, and my friend Abby, who is so you've got Justin, who is 6'7", and Abby, who is 5 foot. I can't wait to see them stood next to each other.
You're gonna need a few apple boxes. That's how they do it in the industry.
Pretty much.
Balance out the height.
So yeah, Abby's just there. It's gonna be amazing because I've seen what Abby's planned for her kit. I've tried to keep it away from all of the really well-known people in the field as well. So, but it's going to be nice having people with their own kit on, so people can watch it and go, "Oh, I know that person. And it's going to be really, really cool." So, so I've got most people cast. Well, I'd say most. I've got a few people cast for it already. So, Smith is in it.
Is he now?
Well, with that armor.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to be. Yeah, amazing. It's going to look really, really cool. But I wanted to get things done, so because I had an idea to see if you would fancy it as well, but like my
costume's dead.
I think everyone's costume's dead at the moment. My costume's being rebuilt as we speak.
Really?
Is that? Well, yeah. I'm attempting it. But I thought it'd be quite funny not to have Mac or Grim in the main thing at all, but to have it as like the little scene after the credits. Just
the post-credit scene where the two villains are introduced.
That sort of thing, yeah. I just thought it just made me chuckle, but
the two to ruin your Empire experience have landed. That's
pretty much it. Let's face it.
Ruin or enhance is a very black and white situation. We're like Marmite.
You either hate us or hate us.
Yeah, mostly hate.
It really is, but yeah, we get to do. We have a lot of fun. Post-credit scene, Mac and Grim just high out of their minds on Twilight.
Yeah.
That is our weekend, let's face it. It is a lot of fun.
It'd be authentic. You would experience that at Empire, so that would be a very authentic trailer for sure.
It would be good. But yeah, it was an idea that I had on a stream, and it just sort of bloomed and grew and then became this, and it's been quite nice.
Yeah.
So, are you looking forward to getting back into getting back out of to work? Well, get back to work properly. Are you? And I say
kind of
back at the office.
Like I was saying before. It'd be nice to see people at the office again.
Mm.
But like I have to travel, you know.
Yeah.
I have to get there. I have to use my body and physically move myself from one place to another, which I feel honestly is asking a lot nowadays. I've got used to just being sedentary in lockdown, and I get up, I come to the sofa down here, I eat food, I go back upstairs, and that's the extent of my travel. And to ask me to move a mile
I know.
to an office is just far too much, you know? So that part I'm not looking forward to. However, seeing faces again, being able to interact socially and have awkward eye contact with people, I can't wait.
But you just get to walk into the office. Have you considered like getting a stick or something? So walk into the office and sort of push people away from you. Just like, no.
I might just
So,
come in
no.
a Zorb.
That'd be good.
Then
That'd be interesting.
you don't have to ask people anymore. You don't have to have that awkward conversation of like, sorry, can you just step back a bit? I can literally bowl them over in my Zorb. I think that's a great idea.
That'd be interesting. First day back at the office, everyone walking in, hi, hi, hi. And there's you in the corner and a Zorb just giving everyone the evils.
Forward like this.
You.
And I have to shout everything because it's all muffled, right? How are you? Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, making someone a coffee. There's just all the coffee all over the floor, broken mugs. Oh, that'd be good to see. Yeah, of course, because you got your warehouse as well, haven't you? Too.
Yeah, that is the worst timing in existence. Like we bought that thing 3-year lease, and we got it just before lockdown started. It's like this is it, and we did a big video saying Cat Films are doing some radical shifts. We're moving all our gaming to a new channel, which everyone loved, and then all our vlogs and stuff like that are happening right here. Look forward to some quality content coming up because we've got a warehouse coming. Lockdown, boom. Can't go to the warehouse. Hat Films channel has no content on it for a year.
No, but you did the art thing.
Yeah, we did the art thing, and we did a few like lockdown things, like birthday stuff, but nothing really compares to the vision we had of doing crazy stuff in this warehouse of dreams. But yeah, hopefully soon we can actually get back to that and fulfill some of those ideas that we had in our heads at the time, because it's a pretty decent space. We can fit like 3 cars in there.
Yeah, it looks nice. I did notice in the videos I think it panned. I think it was the art one, and it sort of panned, and you could see in the corner like the tent and all of the LARP equipment just tucked away.
Hansel Smith.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's basically using it as his extended storage facility at the moment. Because I mean, we own it, I guess. So we're gonna have to start making use of it, and maybe some of that stuff's gonna get set on fire or doused in paint. So he might have to move it at some point. But we're upgrading it right now. We've got like a bar being put in there, and because that'd be nice for like random cooking stuff. And we've got like a stair banister thing put in, so it's coming together. We kind of want to keep it bare bones because it is meant to be a place to make a mess. So we're not going to make it look too nice because it all has to be, brought down again in 3 years. So yeah.
Because didn't you? It looked like at one point you were building a second floor as well.
So there is an upstairs section. There used to be a whole second floor in there, but they removed it all when they left the previous tenants. We could put one in, but we're going to see how it goes. See how we like to have that vertical space for stupid stuff, for smoke to escape, and for fires to roar and whatnot. So our landlord's going to hate us
if he doesn't already. Let's face it, it's a thing.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't know what we're going to get up to. So
no, I'm quite pleased because I went to the Hefty Fam and I did ask for suggestions on things to do in a warehouse. So some of the stuff because I know I messaged you through a few things.
Did.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, another
I've got
potato.
those noted down. Yeah. So some of those might become a reality.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see it because the hot tub idea and I can't think of the comedian, Bert Kreischer. the American guy. He takes off his shirt a lot.
Right.
He does a lot of. He did that thing, and he did like people up into like a cabin, and they just did all of this crazy stuff. But it was all about it was meant to be self-discovery and things, but it was just so funny to watch. It's on Netflix. I'd really recommend it.
Okay.
Arix has said Trott likes the vertical space so he can sit on Smith's shoulders and they can walk around like a superhuman.
I think that's just two people.
I was gonna say, yeah,
one on each other's shoulders. At what point do we get superpowers, or does one person just get a slip disc?
Oh my god, can you imagine Smith with a back problem? It'll happen. Imagine trying to pick him up.
In school, I used to do that. So that used to be the thing that I used to do. So
we'll get back problems.
Yeah, from what we used to do. So we used to play basketball a lot in our lunch breaks. And there was this time where you're just like, you want to do the dunk, but you can't reach. So I was like, yeah, just get in the shoulders. It'll be fine. And then it ended up being I bet I could lift Smith on my shoulders. It's like, no, you can't. He's too big. But I did. And then it became a staple thing. It's like, Trott, lift Smith on the shoulders again. And I could back then, and I could until like college years, I think. Nowadays, post-lockdown, probably not.
Yeah.
I'm sure all a bit heavier now.
Wow, yeah. How have you found your weight and all of that? Has it stayed the same, or has it gone like everyone is sort of like really went up and then it's sort of like slowly coming back down, or?
So, start of lockdown was just a case of almost like I felt like everyone took it really seriously, right? And everyone was like getting in all the supplies, mostly in tins, because you never know, could be nuclear fallout for all we know. So we'll get some stuff that lasts in case we never see the outdoors ever again. So very much eating almost like rations early on. So my weight was all right. And then, delivery started opening up again. And I was like, well, this seems safer than going shopping amongst all the other people that don't wear masks properly around their nose and stuff like that. So we only have to deal with one person, and we can just ask them to leave it at the door. And then, a few months later, much heavier than I was. But then I got on exercise really hardcore, actually, because I started to realize, no, I can work from home and exercise from home.
Yeah.
And I went really hardcore into exercising. Why is it suddenly getting brighter in here? What's happening?
That's weird.
Okay, sure. But
we'll run with it.
Started exercising. Oh no, it's the TV. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I started exercising hardcore, and then I woke up one day and I was just hella dizzy. Like I pushed it way too hard, and I just couldn't move. It's almost like not agoraphobia. What's the thing where you just are imbalanced all of a sudden? Like the stones in your ears are...
narcolepsy? No, that's the falling asleep. Oh, tinnitus? The ringing in the ears?
No. Vertigo.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Nexus.
That's just the way you feel sick and you feel imbalanced all the time. I was like that for a whole day, and that really put me off exercising for a bit. And I was like, I can't get back to exercising while I feel like this. And then it became an excuse. And then I slowly started eating bad again. So it was kind of like, it's been peaks and troughs. And now I'm back on the exercise bandwagon, but not nearly as hardcore as I was. So I'm just working off what I put on, basically.
Yeah.
How's yours?
I learned that they deliver McDonald's quite quickly.
Uber Eats, right?
Yeah, and then that stopped.
Yeah, dangerous.
I've been I did a push-up challenge during lockdown where it was meant to be 20 push-ups a day for 30 days for mental health and stuff. And me and my friend were doing it, and it was quite nice because we were supporting each other. So 20 then became 25, and then it went on. So by the end of it, we decided that we'll just do as many as we can on the final day to push each other through. And I think I was able to I hit 50 on the final day in one go. So it was quite nice.
Very nice.
For the last week, I've been getting back into doing push-ups and stuff because cardio isn't my thing. I'm just gonna be, I'm just gonna I would just
Cardio is not my thing either.
no.
Which is probably surprising because I run about the field a lot, chasing people, but I can only do it in short bursts. Really.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we
I'm
both
not a
run around
long-term
that field
fighter.
in a battle. We're both running around that a lot, and I'm amazed we
It's just
survive.
adrenaline.
It really is.
We suffer afterwards.
Oh yes, we do.
But at the time, yeah, we can do it. But
Yeah.
I've been trying to improve my cardio as much as I begrudgingly don't like doing it.
No.
I've got a rower in the house, and I just do that a lot in the hopes to improve my heart somewhat. But we'll see.
I mean, I did. For me, it was all about the push-ups and everything, and then I'd done that for the last week. And I was actually when I was in bed last night, I was looking at YouTube, and I came across this video, and there's it's a song called I think "Push Sally Up," and it just says "Push Sally Up," something something something, "Push Sally Down," and basically you're in the push-up position where it says "Push Sally Up," you go like that,
Oh my gosh,
and then when it goes down, you go like that. And then you have to wait till she says go up, and then you like that. It's 3.5, and you have to hold it at the bottom. And it's like, okay, I'll give that a go. Because I was watching the guy do it, and he did it all, and he came out, and he was only sweating a little bit. And I thought, if he could do it, there with his chiseled body, and it's just like,
okay, if this guy can do it,
if he could do it,
perfect chiseled temple man.
And then I thought, I'll give it a go. And then after 40 seconds of it, there's a bit where she sings like another verse, and she doesn't say up or down at all. And you're there down at the bottom holding it, and it's like 15 seconds of just holding it. And my arms, I was just shaking. I was just like this. I was giving the floor jazz hands. I was just like,
how
oh
much
my
hate
god.
did you have for that guy as well? Was that going through your mind? It's like, fuck you for putting me through this.
No.
Fuck you for making it seem like it's possible.
Do you know what came of it at the end of it? After watching him do it all, and there's me doing that, I'm thinking, right, I'm doing this for 30 days. That's his challenge. At the end of the 30 days, I want to be able to do it, then get hold of him and just go, listen here, you shit. I am so much fatter than you, yet I can do it. I said, go and get a real fucking job now. Instead, you take your 7 million followers and all that stuff home. You piss off. But yeah, that's it. I need to be able to do that now because it's a challenge, and and I don't like to fail at that sort of stuff. Because
there you go. You found your way of motivating yourself is through challenge.
Yeah, I need to prove that dickhead wrong, basically, and that's the goal. That really is the goal.
Works.
So
that's what it takes.
We've got loads of people in the community that we're all jumping in on it as well. So they're all going to sort of support each other because I've got a fitness channel in the Discord that it's really helped a lot of people, I think, and everyone's supporting each other and picking each other up. So there's a lot of couch to 5k, couch to 10k, couch to 20k, and stuff like that going on.
What I've done in my Discord, just friends Discord, is the month 30-day plank challenge. So you start off just at 10 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds of plank, and then every day it goes up until the end of the month. It's a 5-minute plank. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is actually possible. There is a point where you think, I'm going to die. This is it for me. My arms and my legs, my shoulders, that's it. I'm permanently injuring myself. But for some reason, it does work if you stick to it. And I managed to get to, I didn't actually complete it because that was around the time that I'd had that dizzy episode.
Yeah.
But I got to 4 minutes, I think.
That's really good.
Planking. Yeah. And planking, I don't mean lying down prone.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
That's called corpsing.
Corpsing.
This is planking.
Well, it could be worse. It could be munging, but that's something else completely. We won't go into that one.
No, we don't want to do that.
Alfie subscribed for 7 months. 7 months well spent. Awesome. Cheers, buddy.
Also, you missed one earlier. There was a very kind gift sub. Bye. I'm just doing your work for you. Hold on.
Is that Phil H001?
Nope.
No. I saw that one.
I've missed it. Sorry. Your chat's not gone far back enough.
Oh, well.
But someone gifted a sub, so thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. I'm sorry I completely missed it. Ah well. But yeah, so it's been really nice just to see everybody support each other and push each other through and stuff like that. But I think that planking one is something I could get behind as well. I like just do something simple every day, because like the push-ups was only 20 seconds a day, 30 seconds a day, and stuff like that. It's not much, but it really gets everything going. So I mean, with those, with
push-ups are one of the best for sure. Just improving strength, core strength, everything, posture. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. And plus, it feels good for strength-focused people like us who are like, want to be big, strong, want big chest, want big arms. Yes, push-ups feel like it's ticking that box for us.
I saw when we did the Ashen Hall meetup, and we all went off to meet up, and Ashen Hall Hurst Hall meetup and that. And me and Alex, when he turned up a day late, I don't know why I was surprised. To be honest, he turned up a day late, and I went over and said hello, and we just looked at each other, and we just sort of like both had the exact same expressions. So, all right, mate, how you doing? Oh, okay. Both looked at each other's guts. We're just like, wow, it's not been kind, has it? But
yeah, it was going to be interesting post lockdown E3 potentially, and everyone just being like, "Who are you? I don't recognize you anymore. What have you become?" I feel like I've changed dramatically over the course because I've grown this hair. I'm now wearing eyeliner all the time. I've become a totally different person.
Yeah.
So, but to be fair, Grim had like panda eyes anyway. So
yes, yeah, he really did. And of course, there's the potential moving to the Brass Coast as well, isn't there, on the horizon?
Yeah, that is definitely on the horizon. Mac and Grim. It's gonna be a faded memory. Well, not a faded memory. A long revered memory, I'd say.
You lying shit.
What?
No, it's going to be sad.
Yeah, it will be. I don't know how. I can't do emotion that well. But, so I'll die and you have to deal with it. Sweet. Perfect. That's a deal.
Well, it's either that or you just retire him, and then that way we can have player events and you can still play Grim.
Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about that. I thought you had to kill them off. But you can retire them.
You can retire them.
Right.
So it means that for a player event, you can still turn up as that character.
That sounds good to me. I like that idea. Because there's a part of me that wants to do Grim, obviously, for obvious reasons, but doesn't want to do it with so many people at a huge event. And I think that's just because I just want to cover up more. Ultimately, Brass Coast, I'm going to wear some crazy makeup and change my appearance as much as I possibly can, just so I can just dissolve into the background somewhat.
Yeah.
Whereas with Grim, everything kind of is on display. It's just me and in some gear, basically.
Yeah.
I think Brass Coast, I just want to become anonymous. So, yeah, I that's a good idea. I might retire Grim so that Grim's not dead. Mac and Grim still live. And then we can do player events, which is a lot more intimate, a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Thanks for subbing there, Fiery20. I really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, that'd be really, really cool. And it means that, yeah, we still get to have some fun. And when you're in the Brass Coast and you're going, well, it's Saturday night and we're sat around a fire and stuff like that.
Weirdly enough, this new character has a real taste for drinking.
Well, to be honest, I hope you come find me. I really, really do. I hope there is a connection there.
Gonna happen.
Better fucking do. I don't want to have to come and kill your new character.
Please don't. I've spent a long time on my face makeup and all that stuff. It's like, oh, here we go. Got to find a new design again.
Oh. Trotty Mouse gifted 5 subs. Oh, cheers, man.
Man, what a nice guy. Holy crap. Thanks, Trotty Mouse. What a good lad.
He's alright. I've heard bad things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
big boy gifter. Yes. Only 5 subs. Oh, 64.
Only 5.
Only Trouty Mouse. But, yeah, I mean, I was pleased that I was able to come along and I gifted a sub for you as well, and not 5.
You did.
And now I feel guilty. I've got the guilts going on now.
You don't have to feed Hat Films.
No,
Only
no,
a third of it goes to me, so don't worry about it.
That's true. Well, perhaps I should do it and then just say, right, this is for Trott. The rest of you, yeah.
Potatoes.
Go do one. If only it worked like that. If only businesses worked like that. They don't.
All hail Trottimus Prime
donation
and
of £2,000 to go specifically to Trott, please. No, that's in the Hat Films bank.
yeah, because So I think I'm quite lucky then, because if I ever made it that big, it's all going in one direction.
You.
So that'll be, that's the dream.
Yeah.
God, the amount of drugs. Jeez.
Just think.
So
You'll never be
much.
the same person again, just because you'll be so inebriated.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember who I was. It'd be so, I could get that big, and then I could challenge Logan Paul to a fight.
Oh. Don't be part of the problem.
No. Yeah.
Or just go and knock him out without all the ESPN sponsorship.
Holy shit.
Can't wait to see everyone at Empire.
What? More sponsors? More subs?
No, bits. That's 1,000 bits. Thank you, Sparky.
1,000 bitties.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very nice.
Cheers, man. I love it. Yeah, we're doing it's quite. I suppose I should probably do the giveaway that I said I'd do quarter of an hour ago.
People are in suspense.
Yeah, they are. I've got the thing sorted this time. So, right. I don't know if everybody can see that on the stream at the moment. That's everyone's in there, and I love how the bits were just launched into the structure.
Wheel of Fortune.
I know. Craig was actually the inspiration on this one.
Lovely.
So
wow.
It's so everybody is on there, and let's get this going then, and let's see who wins a 4-meter bell tent.
Good luck. Drum roll. Oh wow, it really does spin.
Yeah, it really does. Matt G.
Hey, Matt G. I thought I almost said Matt P. Then it's like Matt Pennington wins a 4-meter.
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome, Cess. That's fantastic. Congratulations. So well done there. I don't even know if they're watching.
Are you watching? Are you a Matt that is going to take their identity now?
Yes. Please say something. Talk. They are watching. Cool. Congratulations and all that stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah,
By law of Matt, do all Matts also have that tent now? Are they invoking the law of Matt?
Well, we have had a few Matt conversations in chat in the Discord there, because we seem to have so many of them. So hopefully, yeah. Max says I missed it by a millimeter. Oh, there you go, Cess. There you go. Congratulations. Well done, mate. That's
Congrats.
yeah. I'll have to grab you at some point. We can have a chat and get everything sorted. Had to put a few provisos in on the whole tent thing, just to say, when you get the tent, please don't sell it immediately. And stuff. So little things like that. But no, it's been
Use it for Empire, please.
See, that's what I would love to do. But I think the plan was, if we were going to get an E1, I'd get the tent delivered here, and that.
Yeah.
And then we could, then I could bring it along and actually go, here you go, have this. But yeah, unfortunately, no, Mochi won't be able to go to Empire.
I was hoping to talk to the organizers.
Congratulations. That was very intense.
Maybe have a mount, like a steed, a noble steed. Do you think that would pass? If I could physically prove that I can ride Mochi into battle, would they allow it?
I don't know.
Mochi.
I'm amazed that robotic voice was actually able to pronounce Mochi. That was really cool. I don't think you'd be able to get away with it. We've got We've got Dal in the chat who's made his toy dog, his furry war dog, some leather armor to bring to Empire, which is really, really cool. But now we've done that, it's a case of what's the next thing that we're going to try to get money raised for. So we're probably looking at a Empire ticket and a meal ticket for someone, just to...
What about the first physical bricks and mortar building of your very own at Empire LARP?
180,000 pounds needed for that one, I think, and
something like that. So let's get the bar on the screen. Let's get that as the end goal.
I'll see you in 10 years when we finally got there. Oh, dear.
Yeah, ticket sounds good. Actually, being able to go to the event for free would be awesome.
We've done it a few times. We've given away Empire tickets and stuff like that.
Nice.
I've given away like Darkblade stuff. We've done quite a few weapons as well,
Awesome.
and that for people. So that's really cool, and it's just been really nice to get everybody together, and it's shown how everybody wants to pull for everybody and get involved and do all of this, and it's been really amazing to see.
I told you that. That's the LARP community in a nutshell, as everyone does want to help everyone, and you are providing a platform with which people can do that, which is awesome to see. Yeah, and now Matt's got a 4-meter bell tent.
Yeah, it would be good to see like more things happening and being able to do a lot more than we are. But I'm not really too sure what else there is that we could do. I think tents, tickets, food, and stuff. We are sponsoring the 2 Feet Cider now as well.
Amazing.
So I told Justin about it all, and he was just like, well, we'll do it all, and then, well, I'll just give it all to you then, if you're paying for it. I was just like, I don't know how I'd cope with like 500 bottles of cider. I'd die for a start.
Shouldn't be in control of that amount of alcohol.
No. Could you imagine us though, sat outside the tent and everyone going, "Can I have a bottle of it?"
No.
No.
Potatoes.
Oh dear. I'm not reading out that name, but I probably should. Isle of Cock.
Nice.
See, there we go. That's the thing.
Very nice.
Is it
I love that place.
It is amazing. It's just off Thailand, isn't it?
I think so.
The community you've made has been awesome, Steve. Huge benefit just in that, to be honest. Yeah, it's been really cool. But yeah, I would love to see Mochi in some armor.
I would too. There's enough fluff, but it's even better when you kind of compress certain parts of it down and allow other parts to just billow out. We've got this raincoat for her that's really tight, and so when she's in it, it looks like she's a spaceman, and she's got like a whole mane of fluff around her neck just billowing out, and then right at her feet just little poops of fluff, and everything else is like slick and thin. It's hilarious.
There you go. Dal Curtis in the community said, I mean, I could probably do it. We did a craft stream on Monday, and he works with leather, and his stuff is incredible.
I am totally in. If you want me to measure Mochi, I will happily adorn her in this armor and take photos and videos.
There we go. If you chuck me Mochi's measurements, that sounds really weird to say out loud.
It's a little weird.
It sounded good in my head, but it sounded really Oh, Casual is raiding with a party of 23. Hello, Casual. How are you doing? Good to see you around. That is actually... Oh, no. It's my second ever raid, that is.
Really?
Yeah.
On your 100th?
On my 100th. Yeah, it's amazing. So welcome, everybody, to this.
Lovely.
That I don't know what this is yet, but it's
Potatoes.
something. Smithy Boy.
Special.
Smithy Boy. That's just like the one that Alex is completely obsessed with. He constantly talks about him.
Must be in the name.
Must be in the name. So close to 100 viewers. On 100 as well, yeah. That's really cool. But yeah, welcome everyone. This is fantastic. But yeah, so send me the... No, can't say it that way. That's really bad. But yeah, you know what to send me. So you send me that stuff about Mochi, and I'll pass it over to Dow, and then Dow, we can get something sorted, because that would be amazing to see. Mochi,
I'd love that.
Mochi the War
I'd
Rhino.
make her wear it on every walk. It's like, is your dog in battle armor? Yeah, you never know. All right, there are Rottweilers around. There are bulldogs. You've got to be careful.
Put a little knife scabbard on. Put a little scabbard on the back as well, so you can put a knife in there.
Oh my god! Yes, I'd love that. Mochi would love that.
That would be awesome. That's going to be fantastic. Sad pair. Trott is going to be that guy in his neighborhood. I think he already is that guy. Let's face it. It's.
I am that guy. I mean, Mochi has a little harness, and Tom Hazel, who's in High Rollers, for Christmas, gave Mochi a load of bow ties, very jazzy bow ties. So every time I go out on a walk, there is a very fancy bow tie on Mochi.
Yeah.
Every time. So she really looks great.
That's fantastic.
I want to upgrade that.
General Mochi. I think that's the thing. Oh man, Human Jester, another 1,000 bits. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Potatoes.
flying in. Shrombomb, thanks for following. That's amazing. So I think tonight's been the night as well. I've actually broken 500 followers as well now.
Hey.
So 500 followers,
Congrats.
nearly 100 viewers. This is, wasn't expecting anything like this. And giving away a 4-meter bell tent as well. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Potatoes.
sweet as poison. You are a potato as well. Thank you very much. Did you see the support dog? The little support pug.
No, I've not.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the most adorable thing, and she was walking around, and it was it had little pink like knitted booties on as well.
Amazing.
So
Very cute.
Foxcar, thank you for gifting 5 subs as well. Maxi Baxtel, Fury, Systems Blue, Gecko Gamer, and Desi D. There you go. Thank you very much. Oh, that's made us. We've hit the 70 subs as well now.
Oh my god. It's all happening. You're achieving so many goals and records.
I think we'll just say it's because of your hair.
You think it's all down to my hair?
Well, it's not down to my hair. Let's face it.
It grows elsewhere.
It really does. I went for a shearing the other day, but the back hair was all sort of like poking out. It looked like I had an old-fashioned microphone sticking out the back of my t-shirt.
Oh,
Too much?
not enough.
Not enough. More photos for later. Then. But it's
we'll trade.
But yeah, it's because I had the accident with the beard as well. That's about 3 or 4 months ago. Because it was a lot longer than this. It used to be down to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought I'd trim it, but I trimmed it by like 6 inches in the end because it was also
hardcore.
also uneven and stuff. But it's just been a weird year.
It has.
A really,
but
really.
it's ending pretty well at the moment. Well, this might be still in the middle. Who knows? But at least today's good, eh?
Today's amazing. This is absolutely huge. This is fantastic. So I'm really loving this. Oh, Smithy Boyk subbed as well. Thanks very much, man. Really appreciate it. But I have to. I think because I'm really loving the chats, just like the old interviewing sort of things and stuff like that sort of thing. Because I did it with the LARPs, the TV series. So the writer and the actors and stuff like that, I had a little chat with them because they're all in Canada. So that was like a 1 o'clock in the morning start for me. And then, but that was amazing. That was absolutely incredible, and I really enjoyed doing that thing. So perhaps one day I'll get Hat Films on for an interview that will go nowhere and it'll just be total chaos.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, I did. I had the LARP noobs on. And that was chaos. That was insanity. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So, is it worth explaining what I do for all the new people? I talk LARP, a lot of LARP, a hell of a lot of LARP, and I'm lucky enough to have Smith and Trott come on occasionally, and we chat LARP or we just chat bollocks, and it's amazing and it's a lot of fun. It's very chilled, very wholesome. very welcoming, and I do giveaways monthly as well now, as well. So
Very giving guy. I learned that on the field.
oh yeah.
What happens at LARP stays at LARP.
Sometimes.
No, it
Sometimes.
doesn't. We talk about it afterwards.
Exactly, yeah.
On
Yeah.
streams.
We compare etchings, and the doctors compare notes. So, but yeah, having the LARP noobs on was hilarious. It was brilliant. It's one of my favorite
Awesome.
ones. But yeah, I think having have Hat Films on to do a talk, just I suppose it would be getting in the way of your podcast though, your little chats and stuff like you do where you put the world to rights.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, someone needs to stop that anyway, so maybe it's a good thing.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's not me. But,
True.
yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
at least you're trying.
Well, someone's got to. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to give that one a go. That would be hilarious to do. And I don't know what that emote is, but that's just weird looking, Smithy Boyk. I have no idea what that is.
Let's have a look at chat.
I think they need some help though. Is that Sips? Ooh.
No, it's casual. That's a
Is that
Show
casual.
casual?
love one, show love one,
Yeah,
show love one,
casual
show love
gasm,
one,
I
show
believe.
love one, show love
Yeah.
one, show love one, show love one, show love
One of my
one, show love
favourites.
one, show love one, show love one, show love one, show
Oh
love
my
one,
God.
show love one, 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 show love fifth.
Thanks. That was the voice still. I'm fucking hell.
Oh, right. I can't hear that.
No, you're lucky. For fuck's sake, Alfie. That's Jesus. That's coming on regardless at the moment. I'm still working off the one screen, so you know I'm not that I'm not that much of a professional strimmer just yet, or a strimmer, as might be. But so would you ever do like are you looking to go out and do like a little camping thing or anything like that with a small group, or just to get you back out around a fire for drinks?
I think it will probably be LARP based.
You're
if I
welcome.
Do, to be honest, I imagine we'll probably have some sort of meetup at some point, and it might be themed in some way. You kind of did that before, didn't you? And I couldn't get to that one. But
yeah, it wasn't
I'd like to
really
try that one.
it wasn't really themed. We were just there, and a lot of people were still very
Distant,
keep
yeah.
the distance and stay away and stuff like that. But I'm quite lucky because our household gets tested weekly and things, so we're quite cool. Gallon is watching.
Nice.
The two
Hello.
Hurst Hall rebels together. Oh my! A Hurst Hall player event, that would be good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That would be real nice.
that would be quite fun. But it was
Maybe I should do a Hurstal player event where Grim is retired. Like that's one of the major events that happens.
Oh, don't.
Or is that too intimate for it?
That's probably too intimate. You would need the. It'll be. It's going to be an emotional one.
Yeah.
Because I think I had Helen on and we were talking about it, and we had that moment we were talking about Grim being retired or dying and stuff like that and what I'd do, and it was just like the silence was deafening. Be like, oh, yeah, oh
Yeah.
dear.
Well, it's gonna happen at some point.
Mm.
You have to face the fear. It's been fun being Grim. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. I think it's time. It's time to make Grim a legacy, rather than an ongoing character. Plus, my costume stinks. That's one of the major factors. Is it grew mold?
Yes, it did.
And I don't want to get back into it.
No, I can imagine. So have you looked at new kit then for Brass Coast and all of that?
Not really, to be honest. I really should. But knowing how far away LARP's going to be, I don't want to get myself excited and have all this costume ready to go and no event to go to, all dressed up and no place to go. So I'm kind of waiting until I get some sort of confirmation that it will be this date, and then I can start planning and prepping a new character.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it would be nice if I could take both costumes with me, so that I could do a full retirement and also an introduction of the new character in the same event. I think that'd be quite nice to kind of get rid of the whole sads. Here we go. I assume there's sound going on.
No, I just had the funny thought of you retire Grim. He goes off. You're coming as your new character, and I just like, no, I prefer Grim. I'll just kill this guy.
Yeah. Boom. Dead. Paralyzed. Dead.
If Grim retires, will Mac be walking off into the sunset hand in hand with him? Won't be hands. Let's face it, they'd walk off and be just off their tits. That's what will happen. They'd go off drinking to the bar together, and they'll never be seen again.
In Grim and Mac's mind, they'd be so blasted that it literally looked like they are floating with wings to the clouds on the horizon line, but really we're in a ditch somewhere.
I was watching Mark Hume's stream. This is a few months ago now, where he was talking about his new character in Dawn. Yeah. And as he was talking about it all, and I commented because he was reading out all the questions and everything like that, and I commented on it and I just said, "But you do know that Mac and Grim will just find you regardless of your character." And he was there laughing, and he was just like, "Yeah, so I'm going to do this. And then he obviously read my question, and he went, "Yeah." That ignored it and went on the next question. I just thought, yeah, victory.
Hughes has been the target for a few Mac and Grimm specials.
A few.
He loves it. He doesn't love it.
No, he hates it so much.
But I love it because he hates it.
He actually said to me at one point, he said, "Do you think that one event you could not come and find me?" I was like, yeah, no. No, definitely not. But yeah, I think the event that you choose to retire in, we have to do something special. We have to go out on a high.
Maybe I could a human-sized potato to just roll away in.
Well, we got
something like that.
I had this made. This is a knitted party potato.
Amazing.
By M.
I love it.
So Ben's wife M, she made this, and yeah, absolutely.
Very fashionable. I love it.
It's really, really cool. Yeah, she makes flowers as well. So she knits flowers too.
Incredible.
Yeah, I
love it.
Yeah, she's really talented. So yeah, have to come up with something. A potato zorb.
Incredible. I won't be able to see out, but yeah, I guess I don't need to. Just point me in a direction and I'll roll away.
Gallon has said, "I will call in all my money and influence to make it more spectacular than anything seen before."
Wow. All right. Damn.
Because we've got our Challenge the Iron Duke as well that we have to do.
That's right. You're right.
So that could probably be like the last hurrah, dependent, obviously.
Final fight. Yeah.
Well, that's if it is a fight. It might be something, because don't forget the challenge was we are the greatest lovers in all of Anvil.
Oh God, we have to prove it in front of everybody. Well, here we go.
Yeah. We have a Valorn here.
Won't forget us.
No, yeah. Oh my God.
Not in a hurry. It'll be etched into their mind when they sleep at night.
Yeah. Do you remember what those two blokes did to that orc, or that Valorn over there? Yeah. Do you remember those two walked through the portal like hand in hoof with a war rhino?
War rhino. Now that's an idea.
I love that. I've got a knitted war rhino coming as well in full armor and everything. Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I need to get together. I need to meet up in the field, because every time I do these, it's like I love chatting and that. But every time I'm like it, afterwards, I just sit there.
You want it to happen.
Think,
you want it to be like the weekend before, and it's like it's only a week away. And we're all getting hyped up and excited for it because we're all talking about it again. But instead, no, we have to wait.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's gonna be. We've got to get it done. It's got to be soon, and if not, I'll arrange a little meetup or something. I'm sure it'll be good to get people going and just to sit around a fire and have a couple of beers.
That's my favorite bit. That's my favorite bit, honestly. It's just the hanging out, kind of in character, just around a campfire when the sun's just gone down. Oh, it's perfect. I love it. The atmosphere then is just infectious. I love it.
Yeah, it is. It is
I want
that.
that again.
It's that moment, isn't it, where you're just walking off? Because I remember when it's like we used to just sit up at the 2 feet campfire in the woods
Yeah,
and just chill, and that was really
yeah.
really nice. And we used to sit there and
Moments
just
like that.
slag
where,
everybody off.
yeah,
Just-
I think a lot of the stuff that other people enjoy, I don't get as much out of, like really investing in the game, so to speak. Whereas I'm more a case of I like absorbing things and just sitting and enjoying other people engaging with the story and being an onlooker of that rather than being like the center of it. I do that enough, and this is a nice escape for me to not be that center of attention, but to be a participant in the audience almost.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to more of that for sure. Watching Mark do these big heroic things and big speeches in front of Wintermark, like I'm happy to be on the side for that. I do enough shouting and screaming at an audience on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. Hi, Andy, by the way. Yeah, it's going to be really nice. Just, I think we've created our own corner of that world where everybody comes running along, looking at it all, and just thinking, "Oh, I can do all this amazing thing," and then you've got
Potatoes.
Yep, thanks for the follow, Machinata, and we've just got our little corner of we just fight, we drink, and we just have a laugh. We get as much as we can out of it all, and it's so good. It's so chilling as well. It's the most relaxing thing I think that anybody could do.
Definitely,
it's really cool.
Yeah,
but it's going to be so.
I mean,
go on.
There's a level of obviously being background that I can't physically do, I can't achieve. There's a level of ego here that I literally can't. At a certain point, I'm like, nope, everybody look at me.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my best.
I think the perfect example of that was when we were sat in the corner of the Ashenhall tent watching Pud sing, and we had the bench, and he was just there singing away, and then he finished, and everyone was just sort of like polite clapping and stuff like that, and then we shifted apart and was smacking the seat in between us. We were on Twilight at this point. We're banging this. Tarek, come and sit here, Tarek. And he was just like, no, and then he left, and he just left.
Yeah,
that was brilliant.
Yeah, it's moments like that. Yeah, where it takes over.
Yeah,
for sure.
I
do like being quiet. I swear, most of the time.
Well, yeah, there's being quiet, and then there's having fun. It's like I always say, we go to Empire because it's a holiday at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And all of that, and I want to have a good time, and I want to see my mates and things like that. So it's like I have my life here, and it's amazing, and I have my life when I come to the field, and I want to see my mates. I want to see everybody else as well, and I want that sort of time to chill and relax and stuff. So it's like I get the fun parts of it, like I've been up to Bristol to see you lot already, and I'd love to come up again just to come and chill, and like we've done that the once before. But it's all of that sort of stuff, but meeting in the field and being, this is a laugh, sit down, chill, have a drink, sit around a fire.
Yeah, no pressure as well.
Yeah,
like, that's important to me. It's like there's people on the field that I respect the hell out of because they've got titles and hats and all this stuff. And I think Smith is very much one of those people where it's like, I've got all of this in mind. I want to be emperor or whatever. I want to be the richest person, blah, blah, blah. And we've got all this in mind and all these plans and about 1 million people, underlings that I've managed to enlist to follow me around and help me out. It's like, that is not the game for me at all. I respect and I admire you doing that and really pursuing that. That's great. I think that is something that clearly you dream of doing in the real world, and you can finally live it out in Fantasyland. I am very much happy being the guy on the side that raises a glass at the person who's trying and be like, "Go on, mate, have a good time."
Woo!
I'm here chilling out with me mates.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly it. That's the best thing about it. Really is just to sit down and chill and
watching
ignore
other
the
people
world.
thrive. Yeah, I really enjoy how everyone is kind of, in their element and enjoying themselves without the pressures of everything else. They don't have to worry about or even talk about the stresses of the real world, because no one can really, because we're in character most of the time. So you don't have to worry about like, okay, this is the moment where I have to go back to work, or I've got the job, or this is my lunch break's over, or things at home, blah blah blah. None of that. All that goes out for a weekend, which is fantastic. No one's got their phones. No one's like, oh right, well, sorry, what were you saying? It's all like direct, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is really good. It's just so chilled out. I love the fact that, whereas like in the real world, I want to be nice and helpful and cheery and stuff like that, and then I can come to Empire and go, I get to be a twat for a while. Yeah, that's great. And it's do things like obviously like pissing off like Smith and Gallen with all their serious business and stuff like that, and it's just like, I mean, this is out of character knowledge. They can't use this in the field, but I dread to think how much money I have stolen off of them so we can go out drinking. It's unbelievable. It's great. They have funded our habits so much.
Yes, they have.
They
do not secure that tent. And when they secure that tent, they leave Grim in charge for a bit. It's a terrible idea.
It is
honestly.
An awful, awful idea. But then again, though, we've got them potentially buying something so that we then get access. We will then control all of the Twilight in the field. It will all come to us.
That'd be fantastic. And even if Grim retires, Mac will still be in control of that. And then some Brass Coastian might, have a whiff of that.
That'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious. Get the Brass Coast onto some Goose Whisperer and that. That's the next challenge. Goose Whisperer and Twilight mixed together. Just see what happens there.
The ultimate concoction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to know what PD think of that.
Yeah. I want the ref's reply to be, what? Why?
Sorry, what?
Oh, man. Galen says, I will miss Grim and Mac's antics if they ever left. And we are aware money goes, but your guys' happiness means everything to us, and you are surprisingly business savvy.
Mac is. Grim is not. But thank you, I appreciate the happiness, Jess.
I do appreciate that a lot.
I like cake and free things that are paid for by in-game currency. And Chris Gallen is very much the guy that introduced me to that life. It's like, what, you just bought a table of food and stuff and brought it over here? What sort of power do you have?
Yeah, definitely. It's amazing. It is so much fun doing all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Well, we've been going for an hour and a half. And considering it was only meant to be for a bit as well, we've done remarkably well.
I mean, Mochi is attacking me at this point.
Well, we saw.
Fed it yet.
we saw. We'll finish on. Has anyone got any top line questions for Chris?
I'm an open book. Ask me anything. AMA.
No.
To be honest, I'm too much of an open book. Everyone knows everything already. That's the problem.
Yeah. I can understand that. Burning questions, and they
ideally themed to Steve's channel and LARP based, I guess.
No, could be anything. But will Trott ever be as strong as Grim?
No, definitely not. Grim is a magical man, a beast unto himself, and I can only aspire to be like him.
Can't we all? Don't we all? We're all there. What possessed you to create Grim?
Grim was a natural extension of my own being that just organically grew from my first visit to Empire. Ultimately, I didn't know anything. I had no idea who I wanted to be or what I am, and I made that a character.
It's so good. What's your favourite nation to fight against while monstering?
I like the ones that actually are really strategic, and I really like Brass Coast. I think that was one of the reasons is that I wanted to join them. Is they look badass in battle. They look really cool. Dawn also looked pretty cool. Wintermark are barbaric, but I know that because I fight with them. Navarre are something else.
Yeah.
But they're kind of terrifying because I'm like, I'm going to get actually injured if I fight Navarre. So they're all great and bad in their own way in terms of me surviving and not being out of breath.
What's your favourite colour? Oh, nice.
What's my favourite colour? I don't know. Like a turquoisey. It changes on a daily basis. So today it's turquoisey, purple, blue. There you go.
Excellent.
That's 3 colours.
Do the curtains match the drapes?
Yeah, which part? That's the ultimate question. And you'll never know. It's a 50-50.
What's the best thing about LARPing with Steve?
The fact that Steve drags me around to things that I wouldn't have otherwise done. On a serious note, Steve has been instrumental in me enjoying Empire as much as I have done. So if you ever meet Steve on the field, you're guaranteed to have good game and a good time. And drugs.
I've already threatened them as well. So if you ever see me in the field, don't be upset if I start shouting at you, threatening you.
You have to deal with Steve. Mac, should I say. You have to deal with Mac, so be prepared for that.
If you
he's
had
a man with many fingers in many pies, and I mean that legitimately and physically.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, man. If you had unlimited resources, what awesome thing would you do for someone in game?
I'd hold a banquet for them and invite all of the important people of the Empire to witness you and big you up. I spend the whole time being on the sidelines just saying how fantastic you are to all the important people at Empire whilst having an amazing feast.
Excellent. What would your reaction be should Smith become Emperor down the line? Or Empress, as it should be?
I'd be both extremely impressed that he managed to do it, and also I'd be rubbing my hands with glee at how much I could exploit that.
Yeah,
for sure.
We would definitely exploit the shit out of that one. Owls, just a bird or surprisingly, worryingly erotic?
What? What was the question?
Owls, just a bird or surprisingly, worryingly erotic? There was a poem, a limerick made about Mac having an underground aviary to do naughty things with owls.
Wow. In which case, Grim would follow suit, and it would be column B.
Eric's, if you go to Empire without friends, what's the best way to get involved? Just talk to people and start going, or have a plan in advance?
Don't plan anything. Obviously, read the rules and things like that. Don't just go in with this notion that everything will fall into place for you, because that's not true. You do have to put in some work, and I think that's fair and respectful to everyone else on the field, that you are treating it with a level of respect. However, turn up to all the new player stuff and you will fall into something very quickly. Everything is around you. It's just up to you which you pick and choose. You can just wander around and talk to someone, and they will give you their backstory and give you a lead on something. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
You want to feel immersed, find the most glorious looking person on the field and ask them, I'm new to Anvil. Can you show me something interesting or tell me something that I don't know? And honestly, it will just be a domino effect after that. Guaranteed.
I'd also say, Alex, join the Discord as well, mate, because there's so many new players in there. You'll pick up a lot, and there's a lot of help.
Meet up with other new players. That's a great idea. Yeah.
So there's
go in
with
that goal.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a group at Wintermark, right, that all joined together and formed their own hall as a result of being new and watching the Humes Three Men Go LARPing video. So it's
Yeah.
and they have an amazing time, and they are really involved with the main events that are going on now.
Some of them have been banned.
Oh,
Some of them have been banned.
some got too involved.
Yeah, really did, and some have moved off to different nations. So
Well.
they kind of fell apart. But there are some good places out there, so definitely look
Do
for
better
that.
than them.
Yeah, do better than them. Galen has asked, how do you feel about your effect on the field from your fame / channel, positives and negatives?
Personally, I kind of wish I never took part in it. In a very selfish way, because I obviously treat Empire as a way to escape, and I brought I didn't personally. I was part of a thing that brought a lot of new faces to Empire, and I think we weren't aware that we were going to do that. Had we known the impact it would have had, we would have put far more disclaimers up and introduced them and given them so many more tips about how to start, so that it wouldn't have disrupted the game for those that were already playing. The amount of times we saw people with like a tent that would not last the night in rainfall, or clothes that would give them hypothermia overnight, and that level of pressure that was then kind of given to Empire and everyone, I kind of regret that. However, you're going to get people like that anyway, I guess. It's just a shame that it all came all at once, so that PD had a struggle to handle it initially. But it got a lot of people into the idea of LARP, and I think that's a really good thing. You know, it fostered an awesome community. Loads of people got to meet up and have an amazing time. So I'm happy that happened, for sure. I want to fall into obscurity at the field, but I know that that's near to impossible as Grim. There's just I have a sense when someone recognizes me, and I'm hyper aware all the time of how I am on the field, and that is something that I struggle with, like immersion wise. So this is also another reason why I kind of want to go Brass Coast and be a bit more obscure and unrecognizable. Is I want that hyper Spider-Man sense to kind of fizzle away and not care, and just play LARP without worrying about does that person know me outside of this or not. So yeah,
that's a good shout. I like that. Joe's asked, favorite other nation to grab a drink in?
Imperial Orcs, definitely. I love Varushka for that as well. They've introduced me to some fantastic drinking party games. I love that. What's the one with the bench and you're blindfolded and you have to hit each other with a sock with a rock in it, which is not a rock, obviously.
I can't remember.
Played that one a few times. That's really good. They had some really fun stuff.
Yeah, they do.
When they do their market, that's loads of fun.
The night market's amazing.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider joining Varushka?
You know what? I hadn't considered it, but maybe, yeah. Yeah, I do like their culture and the night market and all that sort of thing. I'd have to research it a bit more for sure. But I kind of like the flowing, glorious, colourful outfits of the Brass Coast, and the fact that I could just keep putting on more and more layers until I'm warm, and then take them off if I get too hot. Whereas with Winter Market, it's like fur, mantles, thick stuff. I'm hot all the time.
Yeah. Varushka is a sense. Think just the world of The Witcher. That's pretty much it. You'll be sorted there.
Yeah.
So
that's very appealing, actually.
Yeah, they are. I didn't realise that until I had a chat with people from Varushka about it all on stream, and they're telling me, and I was just like, I had no idea this was a thing. It sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing. Sounds very appealing. I have to read into that.
Apologies if I've missed questions there. I've just been scrolling down. I think We've been going for an hour and 40. We've done really well. We've had shitloads of subs. We've had loads of bits. We've had loads of people turn up, and this has been a fantastic way to celebrate 100 Empire-related streams with a chilled chat and you being assaulted by a cloud.
Yeah. She likes to fight.
Yeah.
She's not very aggressive though. It's all like very timid biting.
Yeah.
And then she licks. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too much?" Bless her.
No, I look forward to meeting her at some point and just going, "You're so small."
Yeah, she is. She's adorable.
Yeah, and we'll get that armor sorted for her as well.
She needs it. She needs protection.
Really,
on the mean streets of Bristol, where people don't respond to texts. It's harsh world out here.
It's like there's a line you get across. It's like reply, reply, reply. Get into Bristol. It's like, oh well, they're gone.
Dead zone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Dead zone.
Yeah, it's
only Bristolians care about other Bristolians.
So it's it's awesome. So yeah, lots of people liking the stream and stuff like that. It's fantastic, and it's I think it'll be a year of streams in like a month. So it'll be my 1 year anniversary coming up.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's gone by so quickly. It really has.
Yeah. But what a good way to do lockdown, right? To get involved in this and to watch it grow. So I'm happy to be a part of your 100th stream. Yeah. And I hope there'll be many more.
Well, I hope so as well.
I'll be here for your next giveaway.
It's I mean, starting it all off here, it's I wasn't expecting anything like this. I thought it'd be something I just did for a little bit over lockdown,
It's fun, yeah.
just for a laugh. But it's become this massive, well, I say massive thing. It's become this big thing for everybody, and it's really good. Oh yeah, Gallon's hit the nail on the head there. We've got to plug your channel as well. You know, try to get you to that next level, build you up a bit much. So for those who don't,
that means a lot though.
Well, for those who don't know, there's a second-rate stream out there. There's a second-rate channel. Hat, as you all know, go and watch Hat Films. If you haven't followed, subscribed, and all of that, go and do that to them as well. They make some fucking hilarious content out there. We need to get them doing another holiday vlog because they're hilarious. They are so funny.
I'd like to do a holiday at all at this point.
Yeah, 1 million subs soon.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, Hat Films, year of 1 million subs. Oh god,
this is the year.
At Comic-Con, not last year, the year before, I took a photo. I bumped into this girl who was walking around with a bit of cardboard. It just said "subscribe to Hat Films" on it, and that was it. That was the thing. Yeah, I took a photo of it and I sent it to Smith, and he was just like, "Oh, can I tweet this?" Yeah. And he put it out, and it was like while I was stood there chatting away to her, she was just like, and it was just like appeared. And stuff like that. You'll have to check. It'd be a while ago, but yeah, it was really, really cool to see. So you've got some.
I will look. I didn't see that.
Yeah. I think goals would be. I'd love to get a load of people together to go off to Germany to do Mythalon, the big German LARP.
Oh my god,
it's like a week long of LARP. But,
oh man, that'd be insane.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
Yeah,
just to have orcs shouting at me in a German accent would be incredible.
Goals right there, yeah.
Goals, yeah. I'd love that.
So, but yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. I'm happy to be here. I'm proud of your achievements, and I look forward to seeing you in person and on the field at some point, hopefully soon.
Yes, yeah, hopefully we'll get something arranged and I can either pop up to Bristol, we go camping, or just do something fun with plenty of alcohol. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I bought another bottle of that whiskey as well.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of it out in the kitchen now, and I think, I might have a glass this evening, so it smells nice.
Damn straight.
Yeah, so I won't be putting any coke in it this time. I felt so guilty after that. But still, it's, yeah. So what's the Discord member count now? I don't know. We were near 300. So yeah, that's grown as well. Everything's grown,
Amazing.
but still.
Amazing.
But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, coming along to the stream, subscribing, bits, all of that sort of stuff. Mochi MVP. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Always.
No doubt.
I'm always one upped.
And that's so it's been great fun. And here's to another, well, hopefully another year, not in lockdown though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone look after yourselves. And as I always say, if you're struggling, reach out. We're all bloody struggling. Just make sure you're not struggling on your own.
Yeah.
And that's what the Discord's there for. So
Preach.
strength to the Empire, straight to the chat. Exactly, John. Exactly. So yeah, hopefully we'll see a lot of you in the Discord. We can chat Empire, LARP, and all of that sort of stuff. And much love. Take care and stay safe.
Lovely. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.